Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video, and this one is part of my read and review series where I take my TN here and I scrap about books in it, the books that I read throughout the year. And if I can get to the page here, is that, oh, I thought maybe they were stuck together, they're not, okay. So here I am at the end. I am doing a recap of everything that I have read this year. And so I have these two photos already printed and cut. This one's kind of an odd size because what I did was I was trying to use the screens that I had in Goodreads from my reading challenge from 2019. And so this is kind of the way that it worked out, just from the way it was structured on there. And so I just chose to use that. So I just screenshotted it and printed it. So they're not even, but that's okay. And I figure it'll just be one on each page, and I can talk about my experiences and the reading challenge that I did and why I chose that number or something to that effect. But I was over the limit that I set for myself. So I achieved beyond my goal, which was awesome. So I did up it a little bit for 2020, which is good. So this is all I have. I have nothing else planned. So this will be interesting today. And then the other thing that I want to point out is I'm actually one page from the end. I do have this extra here. And part of me wants to just kind of like glue these together, have a closing page and call it done, because I don't know that I need all this extra. And then it would end the year nicely, which is good. So I think that might be what I end up doing. But for now, I don't want to commit to it in case I change my mind. So for now, I'm just going to stick with these and see what happens. So I haven't picked out any papers or anything yet, but I do know something I want to use. I recently got these stickers. They're from Everyday Explorers Company. And normally she does predominantly travel stuff, so I have some travel stickers as well. They came out at the same time. But when I saw these, I had to have them. I love the colors, I love the style, so I bought them. And I think I want to use this one here because I can put it at the bottom of either of these pages and it makes a nice semicircle there. And the color matches with, you know, some of the things that I have here in the book covers. So I do think it's a good color choice, so I want to use it, but I'm not sure what's going to be on the background other than that. When I was trying to figure out what I want to do with the background, at first I thought maybe I would keep it white, but then I realized I've got white edges on these photos, so that's not going to work. So I went into my scraps and I separate my scraps by color. So I try to have it solid on one side, pattern on the other inside the bag. That doesn't always work. They kind of get mixed, but as long as the color is together, I can usually make that function. So when I was looking at this, I was thinking either a blue tone, because that's in several books, or green, because that's in several. And I found this. So I think I'm going to do this, and I don't know what, is this a 6x8? I think maybe it's a 6x8 piece. So I probably will just cut it in the middle, so it will not cover both sides completely, and that's totally fine. I'm really into using up what's in my stash whenever I can, so I will just cut this in half and I'll make it work, and whatever it covers, it covers. That piece of paper was 6x8, so I don't know if I actually cut it that way and put it in there, or if it came that way and I just dropped it in my greens because it was a smaller piece. That is unlikely. I wouldn't normally do that, but I don't know. I don't remember. But it works out nicely because then when I cut this, it's 3x8, and 8 is pretty much the height here. It's off maybe by just a tad, but it's pretty darn close, so that works in my favor. So now I'm just going to attach this the same way on both sides, and then I will have my background, and I think I'm going to do it about like that. So I don't want it totally centered on each side. I like it slightly off center. So there's a little more white showing here than here, but that is perfectly fine. I have both of the green pieces attached here, so that's good to go. And then I think I'm just going to place these symmetrically, you know, across from each other, like about so. And because this is narrower, that actually works well for me because then I've got some extra space here I can embellish. I could actually do journal lines starting up here and go all the way down. Actually, that might be kind of cool. You know what? I think I will, because then I can have plenty of space to write what I want and I could still embellish over here. I am going to do my journaling lines here by hand, and when I do that, all I do is I take a very, very fine tip pen, which I have here. This is 0.005 and it's a micron, and then I just take a scratch piece of paper that I'm not using, I have left over from something, and I just do like this, and I just make the lines myself. That way they're relatively even, but they don't have to be perfectly spaced necessarily, but they'll still look good. Here it is so far, with the photos adhered and then my journaling lines made, and I'm really happy with that. So now I am going to take the sticker that I loved so much at the beginning. I'm going to take that and put it right down here along the edge. I have this peeled off now, and I know it's probably meant for buying books, but I consider this my haul. Like, these are all the books I read in 2019. That's a haul to me, so I think I can use it and get away with it. So I do want this pretty centered. So I'm gonna go right up flush. Ooh, don't rip, don't rip. There we go. Flush with the green paper with the edge there. Perfect. Okay. Yes, I like the way that looks, and I like it especially that it's kind of diagonal from this book cover, which is a similar color. So that worked out well. All right, now what to do next? I noticed on this same sticker sheet that they have this, which of course matches that color. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it right up here so that it's opposite from this one, and then I have 2 stickers, one for each page. When I attach that up here, I did the same thing as I did with this one, where I did it right flush with the edge of the paper there so that they mimic each other in terms of design. So those are on there. Now the question is, what do I want to do here? I feel like it needs something here, but I'm not sure what. I wonder, would it be too much to do like a strip of washi or something? I'm going to think about that because I have lots of color choices that I could use. Or maybe just a thin strip of paper. I don't know. So I'll have to think about that a little bit, and then I'll be back. I have pulled this very thin washi from my collection, and I like it because it matches the blue on this side that I can see, plus 2 different blues here. Even a little bit this one's a little bit more gray tone, but it's close enough. And I like that it would brighten it up a lot. It wouldn't be such like earth tones with the green and the brown. So I do like it. So I think I'm going to try a little strip over here and just see what I think of it. All right. When I put some of that on the left side, I really liked it. So I decided I would do a slightly smaller amount on the other side and then kind of have them balance out that way. I wanted this side to be a little bit lower on the left side because then it would lead the eye again on a diagonal line up to here. And I think that works out okay. Now, other than that, I don't know that I will do anything else here except maybe stamp kind of off center, more to the right here. Maybe something up here, and that's probably it because I have a lot of journaling I need to do, and I don't want to overwhelm this because, you know, these screenshots with the books are really busy already. So I kind of want to keep it simple if I can. These are all of my book stamps. I keep them just in this reused plastic bag here, but then they're together so that I know I have everything that is book themed when I want it. So I'm just going to go through these, pick out phrases that I think would be appropriate, and then I will stamp. I think I figured out which ones I want to use. So in this set, this is one from Carrie Bradford. I think I want to use the one that says reading is my superpower because I think it fits in that I did my reading challenge. I went over that for the year, so I exceeded my goal. I think it's appropriate. So I think I'm going to do that one right down here where I have the bigger space. And then up here, I think I'm going to just do this one that says read with a check mark because, or read, depending on how you want to look at it. Oh shoot, I just thought that maybe I shouldn't do that one then. Ooh, would well read fit up there? Maybe. It might fit right there at the top. Ooh, maybe I'll do reading is my superpower over here and well read over here. I did the stamping that I said I was going to do plus more. After I did these two, I decided it looked blank over here and I wanted to do one that was vertical. So I did So Many Books, So Little Time. And that's from a different Carrie Bradford set. This one is called Read. And is there a date on it? No, but I think it's a couple years old. I think I've had it a while. So there's that one. And then this is the newer one. Now this one also says Read. That's interesting that she did two sets with the same name. But whatever, I guess that works. So if you're looking for either of them, they're both from Carrie Bradford Studio. And I think this one is done. You'll notice I did catch an edge of my block down here, but perfection is boring. I'm not going to cover it up with anything. It's fine. So that is my last official layout in here. It's the recap of all of my books from 2019. So I'm excited to now move on and start 2020. Although I will do a full flip through of this once I have all the journaling done. So you will see that in the near future. Thanks for watching.